Millions of people are addicted to hours of gazing at electronic images on game screens in arcades and in their own homes. What makes video games so popular? Well, we search for an answer as we begin a special series on Video Fever, games people play.
Part of the fascination is the way the games are designed. Part of it is the sound.
I like the details on it. There's good details on the games.
Electronics is changing so rapidly. With each change in electronics, it brings something new. So this is not a passing fad. It's a very tough dollar. It's getting tougher. It's not easy. We all want that same buck.
Video games, in a sense, are addictive. Not like drugs, more like the need to jog.
Peer relationships, a source of self-esteem, enjoyment in life, are wrapped up in video games, just as they might be in bowling, running with your cronies with whom you run every Sunday or something of the sort. I have not met anybody who can't go through the day in withdrawal from video games.
When you walk into an arcade, any arcade, come with an open mind. An open mind is easy to expand.
Guys, welcome back to another Quake match. Tonight, again, we have another Rush Esports online qualifier. Tonight, we're going to have an old school name, Lickwidice, everyone knows and respects, against a relatively newcomer, Toohpick, who's been making his way on the Verse Gaming ladder to his way to First Division, and he's taking part in our Rush Esports online qualifier as well, trying to make his way through to the final event for the top 8. And we're going to have some fun tonight, guys. We're going to see a lot of action, and hopefully this is going to be quite a show. So settle in, get ready. I'm going to see if these guys have picked their maps. And they have Vale of North and Blood Covenant. Let me start the server now. I'm pretty sure a lot of you people do remember Lickwidice from the Quake 3 and Quake Live days. He was a force to be reckoned with, always in the top 32. I'm sorry, these guys are confused with the best of 3. Okay, sorry, Lickwidice is catching up with the rules. Lickwidice being an old school Quaker, being in the top 32 in the country for many years. And this is going to be really fun to watch, seeing him in the new Quake iteration to the Quake series. And if any of you haven't seen him in action, he's still pretty damn good. Let's get this game underway. There seems to be a bit of a discrepancy with the map rules. Ladies and gentlemen, sorry while I just investigate. I have a feeling they may have misunderstood. Both maps and win condition is a best of 3. I trust Lickwidice's judgment on this one, but just to be fair, I would like to just check up on the rules. Will not take one moment as I head over to the Rush Esports competition site and look at the rules. This does make a difference because I have casted a match already that everyone was fine with the best of 5. So if we can just get this correct, matches, dual condition, win condition, best of 3, win condition, best of 5. No, I don't think that they meant best of 3 rounds. I think they meant best of 3 maps. Really sorry about this, guys. There's 2 sections. Cup rules, match settings, form a best of 3 with best of 5 finals, single elimination. Okay, alright, let's take another look. I'm busy looking now. I see. No, guys, best of 5 rounds. Could someone... Yeah, I know. I think Farhaz might be confused, and I think he's the only one who thinks this at the moment. So I have not come across this size 101 format, best of 3 with best of 5 finals, single elimination. If it says maps as well, no, there's no set. It does not say that the rounds for each map has to be best of 3. Let's just take a look at what the chat's saying, get the facts straight. Teaching Tooth, yeah, no, guys, best of 5 rounds, best of 3 maps. Will be when EG shares ransom. Yes, okay, guys, I really don't know what to do here. Okay, sweet. So we can play a normal game of Quake. That was off to a rough start. Let's go. I think this may be Anonymous's first Russia Esports match, as well as, in fact it is, Toothpick, and this is the round 1 matchup of Lickwidice versus Toothpick. I did cast another round 1 match, I think either yesterday or the day before, and oh my word, did I just kill the server. Unfortunately, folks, I'm going to have to restart this server. There's no way to quit this game. They have not added an option yet to kill the server. And we're going to have a quick pick and restart of the lobby. I did not drag one of them into the ready state, and I was not in spectator. If the game hasn't crashed on us already. Cyberman, yeah, 480p, man. I need to work my way up to affiliates. I need to fulfill a couple of criteria, and then I'll be able to get transcoding options for you guys. And I think Toothpick crashed, and that's why our server just died. Moby Fish, this was going very swell until that hiccup came where someone was disputing the rules during the start of the match and not prior. Unfortunately, I did have my ducks in a row, but I had to try and settle this as quickly as I could. We're waiting on Toothpick now. I understand that his internet has been giving a bit of issue tonight. Okay, Anonymous going again with the win condition, unfortunately, folks. I'm just going to play some music while we wait for Toothpick to arrive back.
WBNT, Channel 5, Boston. Now in stereo.
Video games are the latest craze to sweep the country and most of the world, too. Millions of people are addicted to hours of gazing at electronic images on game screens in arcades and in their own homes. What makes video games so popular? We search for an answer as we begin a special series on Video Fever, games people play.
Part of the fascination is the way the games are designed. Part of it is the sound.
I like the details on it. There's good details on the games.
Guys, we're going to be getting underway. Hopefully no one's internet crashes, no one's game crashes, and we can go along smoothly as planned. We got Lickwidice versus Toothpick. First map is going to be Vale of North. and it's a relatively new map for guys who haven't really been on the scene for too long, and it's quite I would associate it more with not an air walk, maybe a Furious Heights. It's got like very few rooms, a lot of vertical space, with each major item being on each side of the map. Yeah, Sky Blue, let's not drag this situation on any further. I think we might have gotten to a conclusion here. I know it says best of 3 Sky Blue, but is it best of 3 rounds or maps? And that's what Lickwidice was debating, and I'm pretty certain that it's best of 3 maps. So, without any further ado, we're going to have a Galena Ranger Visor and a BJ Visor, and I'm not sure who the first guy was. I'm going to say that it was probably Doom. He seems to always be in the meta. I'm not sure what changes exactly have been made to all the champions lately, but the meta does change almost with every update. And if you don't keep up, you might fall out of touch with this game, because my favorites were Sorlag at one point, and it's just really not helping me anymore. I had to change completely.
Prepare to fight. Round begins in.
We're going to be starting off with Visor. We're going to be getting underway from Toothpick's POV, starting by the shaft. Are they going to clash straight away at the rocket launcher? Lickwidice with the rockets, getting the frag, probably not left on a very big stack. And I'm not sure how familiar he is with this map, but he seems to have gotten his heavy armor. Can one of them get the mega health? I see that it's still sitting up. It's anyone's mega health at the moment. Probably gonna give it about a 10-second split if he fetches it now, which is not too bad for a rotation. There we go, about 12-13 seconds. And Lickwidice in full control, getting a bit of clash there, but Toothpick getting his distance away from him after that battle, having to recharge a bit. Gonna get back into contact, and I think he may have killed himself. Getting the rocket and rail on BJ, annihilating him before he can even touch the ground. That was pretty brutal. And guys, I am saying Lickwidice. His in-game alias in Quake Champs is anonymous, but we all know him as Lickwidice, and he's signed up as Lickwidice. So we'll be sticking with that for this evening. And Lickwidice off the spawn with the rocket launcher and small armor, gonna make his way to the mega health, which was not picked up by any of the players, and making his way to the heavy armor. Toothpick not able to get this. Toothpick stealing it from above, getting the height advantage through the portal, gonna make a quick steal and maybe try and keep position on Lickwidice. Getting trapped in the corner with rockets. This is not a good position at all for Toothpick. He's gonna probably go down if he doesn't get a lucky shot on Lickwidice right now. Getting the rail, 90 damage when he had about 5 HP left. Pretty overkill, but got the frag, giving him a leg up in this round. Sky Blue, I have no idea what Toothpick's knowledge is on this map, but if he's been playing Quake for a while, I'd really suggest that he starts playing all of the maps if he's gonna take part in these tournaments, and the same for everyone else. Unfortunately, with this tournament, we can't eliminate maps. We each pick, and then the loser of the first round picks the following map. Gonna have Anonymous trying to pick up this mega in the next 3 seconds. Getting control. He's gonna make that rotation now to the heavy armor from above, having the height advantage and getting the one up on Toothpick, who was also waiting for the heavy getting a massive pop midair. And Lickwidice discovering a ledge up there that I actually was not aware about. Don't think it's advantage for anyone, but I learned something today. Toothpick coming in with the Doom ulti, trying to get the fists in, and unfortunately going down to the rocket launcher. The trick of that ulti is you probably shouldn't approach anyone while they have a rocket launcher, as you do not have any guns and only your fists. Lickwidice getting a full rotation on both major items, leaving Toothpick a bit out to dry and having to play on the back foot. trying to get a tri-bolt kill but was unsuccessful, going down to Lickwidice's shaft. Lickwidice taking round 2 of map 1, Vale of North.
Round begins in 3, 2.
Let's start off on Toothpick's POV and see how he can play on the back foot in this one. Starting off with the heavy armor, probably going to make his way to the Mega, but unfortunately Lickwidice has got that under control. Yes, this is the first map of the series, best of 3, and each map is a best of 5. If you were here earlier, which I'm assuming you weren't, we went through great lengths to try and settle that. And we got Toothpick busy hanging out in the bottom corridors. He's a bit too stacked for that smaller armor, but he is waiting for this, and Lickwidice completely stealing that from underneath him, taking the wind out his sails, and having to go and scrounge around for more smaller items. The only thing he can pick up right now are probably time capsules. And getting a nice pop above him and trying to get some advantage there just by accident. But unfortunately going down to Lickwidice again. This might even be a quick round, but landing the Doom ulti on Lickwidice's face, popping it and sending him straight to the gutter. Having to spawn again as Galena. Let's see if we can get some totem trickery. I won't be having my cam on for casting matches. Unfortunately, no one wants to see my face when there's a tournament match busy happening and I'm not involved. And I think it's better for the viewers to see the action and not my face. Thank you for asking. And we're going to have them both battling it out for the heavy armor. It's coming up in 1 second. It looks like Lickwidice might have a really good timing on both of these items and getting that rotation really solid. There's no holes in his control, ladies and gentlemen, and he's always got the height advantage. And except for now, he's trying to lay traps and get him out, getting him into this barcode room, popping him with the rockets. There's no way for him to run, going down. And BJ is Toothpick's last champion for the round, ladies and gentlemen. This could be map 1 for Lickwidice. Whipping out the BJ ult, getting the Akimbo machine guns, but it's just not enough for Lickwidice's rockets, taking him down round 3, taking the first map, Vale of North. Well played, Lickwidice. Well played, both of you guys. That was a pretty one-sided map. I do have a feeling, just like Sky Blue may have mentioned in the chat, that Toothpick may be pretty new to that map. Maybe that's by choice. But I'm not sure what Lickwidice's experience is either. So I think that might have been a bit of an even game in terms of map knowledge. But in terms of experience and, you know, having the mental game in competitions and stuff, Lickwidice definitely has the upper hand, being a veteran. And the next map, ladies and gentlemen, if I could just scroll up in the chat 1 moment, it was Ruins of Sonath, if I'm not mistaken. If I can just get through all of this chat. Okay, so second map pick is Blood Covenant, picked by Toothpick. So I'm going to safely assume that Toothpick is really comfortable on this map, since that he wants to pick it against a relatively strong player. Let me make sure both these guys are ready, ladies and gentlemen, before we get underway. The rules are available on the rushesports.co.za site. If you click on tournaments and click on Quake Champions, you should be directed through to the brackets and the rule set. It's not hard to find. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be alt-tabbing and going through browser windows and stuff just in case anything breaks and Quake decides to crash. I'd like to just keep it tidy. And I will be changing the POV of the cameras. Unfortunately, I don't like to swap it too often. It can get a bit sick. And I actually don't enjoy that while watching tournaments, especially Overwatch and that sort of thing, where they flick through people very quickly and you actually don't get to settle into any of the action. So I will be favoring the killer, however, not swapping too regularly. But thank you very much for the feedback. I appreciate it. Hey Manimal, how's it going? They've played round 1, map 1, Vale of North. Lickwidice took it, and the second map's going to be Blood Covenant. And currently Lickwidice in the lead. I see that he seems to be pretty comfortable tonight. And if Blood Covenant, he's probably still got campgrounds running through his system from all the other Quakes. I'm pretty sure this is going to be very comfortable for him too. But Toothpick, I have seen him play this map. He is very competent. He's getting a lot of height advantage and controlling his aggression lately on maps that he's really watching and like taking care of. So it should be a decent match. It should be better than the previous map. Zaffa Geek, yes dude, you should join us for the Quake Champions. We've got a WhatsApp group and a Facebook group, and Quake Champs with theater today. You can find local players, streams, and generally what everyone's busy doing. It's pretty easy these days. We've set up all the foundations for that. Us in the community.
3, 2, 1.
We're going to be starting off with Lickwidice's POV, going straight to the rocket launcher from spawn, having that visor handy, seeing exactly where his opponent is. Might be able to steal a heavy armor, as well as the mega health. And Toothpick picking up one of his favorite weapons from what I can see. Thank you for the update on the scoreboard, thank you very much. I actually didn't go to the score screen either. Something I remember for the next round. Anonymous, aka Lickwidice, taking the first champion down. Having a good hand on this control. The heavy armor is going to be coming up in another 2 seconds. Can he get the rotation before Toothpick drops on it? Is Toothpick going to put himself in a position where that he can't get out of? Toothpick making the escape, choosing not to be aggressive, choosing to succeed in that fight and actually just give away the item to live another day. But unfortunately, running into Lickwidice around the next corner. I'm going to swap over to Toothpick's position right now. Seeing what he can do on the back foot. He's not looking good right now. 2 champions down, got his ranger to go. And deciding to have an MG battle from across the way. Getting a lot of chip damage in, but I don't know if this is going to help him in the next 15 seconds or so. Getting a precise rocket on Lickwidice, popping him before he can pick up that heavy armor. Toothpick getting back in the game in terms of rotation, but he's going to have to make his way quickly to that mega health if he's going to keep a solid control against him. Lickwidice coming in with that shaft, giving him a nice little lick there, showing him what he's got, and not letting up, being aggressive with those projectiles, but eating a rail. Yes, Toothpick does have the railgun. He is a CS player. I think it translates pretty well. And he seems to be very comfortable with that. Picking up some more time capsules, trying to get that orb replenished. And Lickwidice fetching that heavy armor, not wasting any time, making his way over to the mega health. And Toothpick unfortunately giving away position and the entire side of the map, leaving him out of the rotation. And I do not think this is going to go down well for Toothpick right now, unless he could back up or get an orb kill. Can he pop an ulti? No, he sinks a rail. He gets the frag and takes round 1.
Round 1 complete.
Really well done, Toothpick. That was a clutch rail. There were only a few things you could have done to get out of that one, buddy.
Begins in
And you cracked it.
2, 1. Round 2. Fight.
Got round 2 going underway, starting with Toothpick this time. Gonna start with the shaft, and Lickwidice being very aggressive with the nail gun, getting all the gib in his way. He's gonna make it up to the mega health. He's gonna try and get him from afar. He's gonna make his way over to the large armor, and unfortunately gets it stolen. He's probably still gonna get the frag though, ladies and gentlemen, unless Toothpick can land the Doom ulti, getting the punches to the face, really wrecking him solid. This is a gib-filled game right now. And currently anyone's match, they both seem very comfortable and strong. 1 champion down. And trying to get a rotation there by Lickwidice. Waiting for that mega. Collecting it. Gonna carry on going, disregarding his opponent. Just trying to get that armor stack and health stack right up. And missing the jump to the railgun, unfortunately. He is... I'm not sure if he wants to keep the railgun away from Toothpick or just get the railgun in general. But he's not shooting Toothpick with it. I've got a feeling he's trying to control it. Toothpick raining from above with the rockets going through the portal, chasing Lickwidice. Can he get the next rail? He does. He gets the frag. He's now 2 up and he's going to get the heavy armor. This is incredible, ladies and gentlemen. He's just getting all the rail kills. If you could just hit every rail, I guess you could just win every game. Easy strat, right? His accuracy going to 47%. I swear it was an 80 right now. Jumping up the jump pad, knowing Lickwidice is going to be going after him, chasing him down. Full aggression with the Doom ulti, popping him again, taking round 2. 2-0 to Toothpick right now. I'm not sure if anyone saw those 2 rounds coming, but this 3rd round's going to come quick if Lickwidice is not careful. That railgun's in full charge, and he's wrecking with the Doom punches. Let's start on Lickwidice's POV for this round. He is now on the back foot, having to take this round. It is match point for Toothpick. And this is pretty intense, ladies and gentlemen. Lickwidice got the height position here. Hitting those rockets, going in for the MG damage, almost taking Toothpick down. Really good decision on the weapon swap. Is he going to be able to take the mega health away from a Lickwidice? Toothpick backing off. Liquid with the visor, getting the wall hacks, getting the damage. Can he pull off a Toothpick? Unfortunately, no clutch rails for Anonymous. Thank you, Manimal. I am aware as something I will be working on. It is all that I came up for now, to try and help everyone keep up with the scores. But thank you for the input. As you can see, it's map 1 to Toothpick to Lickwidice. Toothpick at the moment on 0, but got 2 rounds on the second map. I think this could even be Toothpick's game if he keeps up the accuracy. Maybe not the best fight ever, and Anonymous getting back into the game here. Full on aggression. Can the Doom ulti seal the deal again? Unfortunately not. He's having to back off and rethink his strategy, trying to get back into the control game. Getting another frag of Toothpick. Good old trusty Quake 1 rocket launcher doing him really good right now. Toothpick flying above him like Batman. Swiftly in the night. Not stopping for a fight. Just trying to get some intel and maybe waiting for that larger armor. But it's only going to be coming in about another 10 seconds, guys. Can Toothpick keep this position and maybe just keep height advantage on the next armor? Dropping down for the armor before it spawns. Unfortunately, putting himself in a pretty bad position right now. But reversing it, but taking a rail to the face. And Lickwidice clawing his way back 1 round at a time. It's 2-1 currently to Toothpick on Blood Covenants in the Rush Esports Online Qualifier Round 1.
Fight.
Going to be starting with Lickwidice off the spawn. Going to be doing the usual route from Shaft. Going to go straight to his mega health. Get his gun. Possibly get a rail and a rocket. And let the aggression game start. Both giving away a bit of information, holding their shafts out. Can hear the buzzing from around the wall. Probably not the best in terms of stealth. But they were both ready for the fight and did a little bit of damage to each other and went their own ways. I see they're both splitting the control. With Toothpick getting the mega and Lickwidice getting the armor. Lickwidice not looking too good right now. If he can land all this shaft damage, Lickwidice might go down. And Toothpick getting the frag with the shaft, popping him by the rail, and taking one champion down. And Lickwidice getting the orb kill, the dire orb. That is the first one, I think, of the match. Of the series, actually. And it's pretty great to see. Tying it up really quickly. There's not too much you can do against an accurate dire orb frag. Takes an incredible amount of damage. And if somehow you survive, you're probably going to get wrecked in another second. Lickwidice a bit on the defensive here, leaving the heavy armor up for Toothpick. If Toothpick will stay behind and wait for that armor, I'm pretty sure he will. Nice, both players getting a split on the major items. Pretty much 1 second apart. Let's see what Toothpick can do against an evenly stacked Lickwidice. Toothpick using his punches to get away. Using that extra speed from Doom's ulti. And just trying to retreat. Trying to get into a position that's better for him. Getting stuck in the corridors. And just being really slippery. And surviving to fight another match. Let's see if they can split these items. The large armor is up for grabs. I do not think Toothpick is going to get there in time, giving up the other side of the map. Lickwidice fully stacked and looking for a fight. But first comes the weapon and second comes the position. He's got the weapon, ladies and gentlemen. He's getting chip damage off him from Toothpick's aimbot rails. And getting fragged by Toothpick's rockets. Not able to land any shots in from himself. And 2 champions down. Can Lickwidice hold it together for just another 2 rounds? Another 2 champions, I should say. I would have assumed Toothpick hitting that rail around the corner. But not getting the defensive rockets. He needs 1 more shot to take him down. And Toothpick taking Blood Covenant. Well done, Toothpick. That was a really good match. Both of you guys. And those rails were off the charts. I swear, accuracy should have been higher than I think the scoreboard was saying. Ladies and gentlemen, that's tying the rounds up. Toothpick 1, Lickwidice 1. In this best of 3 series for the Rush Esports online qualifiers. Round 1. And we're going to be going back into the game shortly. I really cannot believe it. That was an incredibly well played round by Toothpick. Just really keeping his aggression at hand. And just choosing his fights. And just landing all his shots. It's really tough to do that when you're in a tournament situation. You know, with the nerves and, you know, everything else that's happening and people busy watching. Really, really great. I think Lickwidice's control was superb. He was managing to take both items away and getting fat rotations on most of the time. And Toothpick managing to stay on the back foot, picking up smaller items. And it's just really amazing what you can do on the back foot when your back's put in the corner. We're going to have to go and find out what the third map's going to be. The loser of round 1, I think, has to choose. Or is it round 2? I'm not entirely sure. I would really like to see the rules on this. And I'm actually going to alt tab just 1 moment, guys. Let's take a look at map eliminations. Matches. I don't see the line that tells us which player. You know what? I'm gonna go with your guys' judgment, guys. Do you guys know for sure if it's player 1 that, I mean, the loser of the first round that picks map 3, or is it the loser of round 2? Loser of round 2 picks. Okay, so that's Lickwidice. Thank you very much for the update. I couldn't really find that right now. I'm going to choose Awoken. This is another new map. I'm not sure what their experience is. Let's get this match on the way. Are they ready? I'm just waiting for a response from Toothpick before I get underway, just in case his game hasn't crashed or his internet hasn't died or the such. Gotta be very careful. I might end up putting myself in the game. Thank you very much, guys, for pasting the rules. Awesome. Let's get this map underway. Let's wait no longer. By him typing, I'm assuming he's ready. This is going to be map 3 for the best out of 3, round 1, Rush Esports online qualifier versus Toothpick and Lickwidice. Each guy taking a map. This is the decider. Let's see who's going to win, folks. Do the rails prevail? Do the Doomfist LTs just take over the scene? Will there be too much give to even understand? Or will there just be dire orbs and no one will ever speak of it again? Guys, we're going to be going underway in a second.
Prepare for draft.
Let's see which champions get chosen. We're going to have a Doom from Toothpick and a Visor from Lickwidice. And we're going to have a Ranger, Visor, Doom from Toothpick, Galena, Visor, and I'm going to say Doom from Lickwidice. And it's a Ranger. Dire orbs, sorry, I should have assumed. This is a Woken, guys. If you are not familiar with this map, it's relatively new. It's in the map pool now as well for Verse Gaming League. I think everyone should be getting familiar with it. It's a really fun map, really small, really quick to play. It's got some sneaky angles, some nice places for dire orbs. It's quite a fun map.
Prepare to fight.
Pleasantries being swapped by the two players, wishing each other luck and having fun. Going to be going underway with Visor from Toothpick, getting that rocket launcher first, then getting the heavy item. I see that's a decision that he's starting to make more often these days, and it's really good to see that he's not just rushing for an item and rather just delaying it a little and getting a bit more sophisticated with his strategies. It's fun to watch. Getting the height advantage on Galena with the rockets, and Galena coming back with the shaft. Very tricky to combat that even with the height advantage, especially with an experienced player such as Lickwidice. Gonna have Toothpick trying to keep control here. Can he keep control with the rockets and prevent Lickwidice from getting the armor? No, he gets the totem, gets replenished, gets the armor, and gets the kill. Toothpick almost spawning into a totem. Let's go over to Lickwidice's POV. Ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be a tight one. The Doomfist ulti gives him again. Is this going to be a repeat of Blood Covenant? I've never seen that ulti used so many times in a match and being successful. Getting a pop rocket and Toothpick landing the rails, getting the shaft and getting very aggressive, but exiting just as quick as he came in through the portal and leaving the chip damage as it was. That heavy armor only coming up in 10 and the mega in 5. I think they're going to try and split the items. Toothpick keeping an eye on that heavy armor from above. And he's got the rockets, which is a great weapon selection right now for the position that he's in. But can he keep it? He can't. He gets popped mid-air by Lickwidice. There's nothing you can do against that. You're in the air, you've got no control of your direction, man. That was unlucky. But very nicely done by Lickwidice. Oh, Toothpick missing his jump, getting him down into the bottom, out of position, not where he wanted to be, but really turning it around with his rockets, getting a lot of splash damage, a lot of direct damage, and almost popping Lickwidice out the map. But Lickwidice's lightning gun prevailing and just getting the frag on the last second, taking round 1. Well done to Lickwidice.
Round begins in 3, 2, 1. Round 2.
That shot indeed chaotic. We're going to be swapping to Lickwidice's POV for this time on the start. Getting that mega health and just trying to get some weapons into his arsenal to attack Toothpick. And probably just combat that rail and rocket. Getting a direct rocket to the face. Toothpick not shy, just using as many rockets as he can, just doing as much splash damage and direct, getting the shaft, taking him down, very aggressive, but getting the kill, working out in Toothpick's favor. We're going to go over to Toothpick now while he's still on a bit of a hot streak, missing the rail, but will he get the jump pad rail? Yes, he will. You're very vulnerable in the air when you're up on those jump pads. Toothpick waiting sneaky with that rail, probably going to pop his visor as soon as he can in another 10 seconds or so. Just trying to keep the side of the map. His armor stack's pretty small, but picking up the heavy armor, managing to sustain enough health and damage armor during that fight to maybe go through for another one. Popping his visor, trying to get position, but Ranger's gonna sneak around, unaware that Toothpick knows exactly where he is. Getting 2 rockets in. Pretty much cutting off the fight before it might even have begun. Hey, Giraffe Monster, thanks for stopping by, guy. How you doing, man? And Toothpick landing more rails, just taking Lickwidice out the map. Again, if you could just land all your rails, what else do you need to do, right? Getting another rail. I honestly thought that was going to be another rail. Can he just charge up a little? He's backing off for the time capsules and picking up some health, probably the smaller armor in a second. Not waiting around, just probably wanting to get some other armors and get a rotation on this mega health. He's in the perfect position for it. Getting Lickwidice from surprise from behind with the rockets. Almost a pop mid-air. Gonna get the shaft. Do not fall in the totem, please. Taking the totem out, cleaning up the map. Galena leaving her traps behind. Can Toothpick keep up the pace? Can he get the rotation on this armor? Can he get Lickwidice before he gets it? No, he's got 2 totems. Do they both heal you straight in succession? He flew through them pretty quickly, so I'm not sure how much health he regened there. Swapping over to Lickwidice's position and having a fair stack, more or less on par with his opponents. And waiting for this heavy armor again, not wasting any time, just getting the position early, getting the rockets in to kind of block off the doors. Is he going to get rotation on this mega health? He does. He picks it up. He's got the biggest stack of the 2. He's probably going to chase down his opponent, trying to cut him off. Toothpick not leaving any totems behind. And as they go down, the totems come up. This heavy armor is only coming up in another 5 seconds. Lickwidice might be in trouble if he stays there too long. Down comes Toothpick with that rail. Missing. But will he miss another one? He's going to go up the jump pad. Same mistake that Lickwidice did. And not being able to live to tell the tale. Lickwidice finally taking one champion down. Can he keep the momentum? These totems are starting to stack up, ladies and gentlemen, and if Toothpick's not worried, he's going to backtrack around the corner during a fight and get popped. He's going to have to keep eliminating these as soon as he sees them. Can they have the fight in the sewer and survive? They're taking each other both down twice, leaving each other on their last champions. Ranger for Toothpick and Galena for Lickwidice. I think the totems might take this match. We have an overtime in round 2, map 3, guys. This is pretty tight. They've taken the full 5 minutes. Lickwidice has got a really big stack and seems to have a really great control at the moment. Can Toothpick somehow chip him off and break it and claw his way back into control to try and take this round? Toothpick not giving away any health and armor unnecessarily, keeping his distance, probably picking up the smaller armors and keeping an ear out for his opponent right now. It's pretty tough stuff. We're going into 1 minute of overtime and Lickwidice has not let up control and he's dropping totems every second that he can. Unfortunately not having the position. Toothpick with the rails. Can he keep up the accuracy with the railgun and just rail his way to victory? Toothpick in the position for this mega health, but is he going to leave it? He's not going to leave it. He's going to try stay it. No, he's getting... Who... Did Toothpick get the frag first? This is amazing. He got a rocket kill in the last second. Lickwidice commits suicide. Or the other way around. I'm not even sure anymore.
3, 2, 1. Round 3. Fight.
Lickwidice getting the frag, leading by 1 round. Guys, I may have been mistaken before. Lickwidice not taking any prisoners on this map. Controlling like a god. Wasting no time to get those kills. This is match point for Lickwidice. Can Toothpick claw his way back? Can he get the cheeky frags? He's not going to be able to get this heavy armor. He's putting himself in a very bad position right now, guys. And jumping up the jump pad doesn't make it any better. Losing his visor. No more wall hacks for you, Toothpick. Let's see what you've got with Doom Guy. Yeah, it was a mutual kill, Chaotic. I guess it was just whoever got fragged first. So killing the other guy and then killing yourself with the splash damage. I guess that comes after the kill, right? Lickwidice not really in a great position here, but managing to get the armor and running away with most of his health intact. Toothpick grabbing the mega health, trying to claw his way back into some sort of rotation. And keeping the height advantage, trying to listen out for Lickwidice, but Liquid knows exactly where he is with that visor. There is no hiding from that ultimate. Toothpick waiting for that heavy armor, not messing around, really trying to get his stack up. Both players playing for keeps here, taking it very seriously, not having unnecessary fights by the looks of it. I'm not sure why Toothpick is down there right now, and you can hear the other players in the water. Hey, Draco HXXX, thanks for hosting me, buddy. We've got the Rush Esports online qualifier happening right now, round 1 versus Toothpick and Lickwidice. This is the final map, guys, for those who have just tuned in. It's been pretty hectic. Toothpick having to fight for his tournament life right now. This is a single elimination competition. Lickwidice landing the shaft. Toothpick coming through the portal, getting a lot of damage. Can he get this frag? Can he keep it in? Gets him from behind. Getting the frag. Managing to keep the match point going for longer. This is really intense. Toothpick waiting for that heavy armor. Leaving the position, unfortunately. And Lickwidice is not going to waste any time. He's going to get that rotation going. He's going to come straight in for the kill. And that is round 3 to Lickwidice. Congratulations, dude. Well played. Well played to both of you guys. This has been a pretty intense matchup between the two. Again, Lickwidice being the veteran of the two players. And taking the round 1 match in this online qualifier for the Rush Esports Quake Champions Tournament. Guys, this was quite a match. I didn't expect to see so much happening, especially from Toothpick with his rails and his Doom ultis. I did expect it to be relatively tight. Both these guys have probably got more or less the same game time recently in Quake Champs, and Toothpick really grinding hard to try and climb his way up the ranks. So Toothpick taking it serious, and Lickwidice trying to defend his name as one of the old top 32 in this country, and probably still regarded as one of. Guys, this was a seriously great match. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you guys want to see more Quake action, there should be more Quake action happening on about Thursday. Maybe 2 matches, and possibly next week as well. I'll be casting some people's matches for the Verse Gaming tournaments and for the Rush Esports online qualifiers. This has been really fun to cast, guys. This is an exciting match. Thanks again. Please tune in again, and if you want, you can follow my channel and you'll get notifications for when I go on live with my casual gaming, if not other tournament matches. Guys, have a great evening. Cheers.
Love